at the map to take the boat up north. Because that doesn't look like it connects. Oh, memory. Didn't keep the memory, I see. Like, I'll be more inclined to do fights when I get my job upgrade. Then I'll fight everything. But I have to get to this area. Because I looked it up ahead of time because I didn't want to spend my whole day confused trying to figure out where we actually go for the airship. I don't know if I could actually dock that way at the water. Probably not, considering if I could, I don't think a dock would have been there. Gotta go up and around from the look of it. Oh, there's the cave. And don't get it twisted, this isn't actually going to unlock. Wait, is this? No, it's not. Shit. This is the... yeah. That's one of the DLC areas. Well, got baited. Not DLC, extra content. So maybe it is there? So I'm like 90% sure the thing was north of Mount Golg. Here it is. So Cavern of Ice is not fun, but I think it's mandatory. It's mandatory because we have to go here for the airship. We have to get the airship so we can get our job upgrade, among other things. don't remember how to get through here. This is the item that I need, that glowy thing, but we have to get to it from above, because we will fall through those cracks. Nice meeting. If I understand my memory correctly, and it's not just a garbled mess, I have to drop through the floor in this area to get to that thing. One of these days my mages will go before half of the enemy pack. Got the Levistone, whatever. We need this to get the airship, because it, like the Levistone, it levitates. Kinda. Technically. So now I just gotta get out of here. think I go back this way. This still does bring us up to the first floor. The only reason I'm bothering to fight the mummies is I believe you have a lower chance of escaping from them. And since the cockatrice, or however you say their name, hit petrify, it's better to just fight instead of risking having everyone turn to stone. Well, that was easier than I thought. So now I gotta get to the airship. And the quality of life I have will improve dramatically when we do. Alright, so one of the deserts is where I have to go. So I have to see where I can actually dock. Yeah, I was wondering what that was. I mean, there's a chance I have to go down there, but I kind of think that's unlikely. I mean, I can check. I could also just look at the wiki, so let's do that instead of wasting time. So, what I'm looking for is south of Desert Lake, so I guess it is that. Crescent Lake, not Desert Lake, that doesn't make any sense. Can't wait for the airship when I don't have to deal with random encounters. Yeah, we just somehow know to go here for the airship. I assume some NPC gives you a hint. Because otherwise it's like, how would you figure this out in the original game? You obtained an airship. Wowee. So yeah, no more random encounters while I'm in the air. So where are we going? These islands are important. So I'm assuming I have to go there? Because you have to go to a castle to get something. So the downside to the airship is you can only land on clear ground. So there are some areas that are designed deliberately that you can't land, like that. Technically that is clear ground, but I think that's considered marshes, so it doesn't count, similar to the forest tiles. And like this, I believe you have to do this roundabout path, unless you want to walk. Unless you want to hoof it that whole distance. But these caves are important. I think this might actually be the place I'm looking for. Just have to find a tile I can land on. And it might make me go the long way. I'm expecting, honestly. Good lord. Yeah, that is the place. I just have to find some spot to land. Surely I don't have to go all this way and then to something closer. Next to. Alright, well I guess we're hoofing it. I don't know how dangerous these are. Because this could technically be an area that we're very underleveled for. Granted, my gear would do most of the heavy lifting since we broke the game. But that only goes so far. Ambushed by a land-bound Hydra. Interesting. Like, the sharks jumping out of the ocean to fight us in our boat is one thing. The Hydra being landlocked is a little silly. Might be pushing it a little far. This is a maze. It's, mostly straightforward. There are some spots that exist to trick you. King Mummy. So it's still a little ways off. I don't know if we're going to encounter Warmech. I might try and find it, but I have never found it in like the 5 times I've played through this game. I know where it is, I know where the encounter is, but it's never been triggered by me that I am aware of. Minotaur Zombie. What happens if I go this way? The hell even is that? Oh, let me out. I mean, considering this is supposed to be a test of your bravery, you'd think that escape would be disabled. But video games. Prospects of beginning. Lovely. I've checked one of those. I don't remember which. This might actually be the way. I know this is an encounter with, I think it's called Nightmare. It's some horse. When we find that, which I believe is like one of the tile encounters and not random, I'll know that we are on the right track. there it is. Like, the one time that I don't want my mages to get their turn is when that happens, and I have to watch that, like, 9-second animation. I believe Mind Flayers are hard to escape from, which is why I'm just standing my ground. Nothing like almost having my whole party paralyzed by a single guy. So all this for a rat's tail? Eat it. And a dragon zombie. Alright, so the rat tail we have to take to one of those caves. I don't remember which one, but it will be evident when we get there. And then we will get our job upgrades. Unfortunately, I have to do this death march back to the airship. Because no one could do any landscaping around here, so the terrain is all fucked up. I was about to check the map, but I remember I went down that way into the dead end. One of these islands is the one I'm looking for. I don't think this is the one, but I mean, I can loot. There was an age when man and dragon lived together. Is that where Scalies come from? No, I don't want to know. started. Well, we've explored most of the islands. This might be it. Yeah, I think it is. Yes. So use Bahamut. Getting the rat's tail is symbolic. The rat's tail is useless. It's just to show that we would do something brave for not really any reward. So now we all get our job upgrades. Warrior becomes a knight. Black and white mage become black and white wizards, and the thief becomes a ninja. So now that we can all equip new stuff overall, I highly doubt I'll get a weapon better than the Barbarian Sword. At least not until, like, Excalibur or something. Cat claws. Not really anything interesting. So now I can fight everything with reckless abandon, because I don't have to worry about my characters having less stats overall. So where am I going? This is someplace new, but what is actually the play getting there? Surely I don't have to go this entire trek to get up here, right? Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to, unless I can land on this. I can at least. So the ninja can actually learn some black magic, but it's limited. A lot of the stuff they can learn is like focus and stuff that actually improves their attack. extra remedies. I guess some cottages. I doubt we can learn anything. Yeah, we're too low level to unlock the new stuff. No, only Black Wizard can learn that, so that's kind of useless. Like, why would they want to raise their attack when they can just keep casting spells? Are those legs really yours, huh? What? Like, thanks, nice legs, I think I'll take them. Like, huh? A random dragon roaming around. Made the submarine out of a barrel. When I went underwater, I started running out of air and couldn't breathe. Oh, man, who'd have thought? Something important about the waterfall. So I thought here was where we actually got the Oxyol, which is what you need to use the barrel. And there's no weapon or armor merchant. Alright, let's see. Ah, fuck. Alright, well, good thing I looked. So there's something there's something in the desert west of here. I have to buy something. So good thing I have money. Go find some spooky desert caravan and buy their black market merchandise. So what am I looking for? So I gotta go to the northeastern continent. So I guess I'll check out this waterfall. As my mages get more levels, they will unlock the higher tier spells. So I mean, it's unfortunate that I have to wait, but if I ground out the levels early, then I would have been at a disadvantage later. So what is this even? one floor, but it's built similar to a maze. Okay, there is an important item here, so good thing I checked. There's technically 2 important items, but one of them isn't a quest item. We can find the ribbon here. One of them. There's 3 apparently. Unless I get lost some point in this, there's a chance we finish this today. I'm not gonna say it's a good chance, but it'll depend on how things go up until the next dungeon. The next dungeon's annoying. The place you have to go underwater. Dead end after dead end. the whole battle every 3 steps is kind of stale. If I was getting good XP, I don't think I'd mind as much, but when it's like, yeah, here's like 200, it's like, kind of just wasting my time, but okay. Please tell me I don't need an item for this stupid thing. Like, tell me that guy's not, like, blocking my path. I'd be very annoyed if I came all the way here for him. Okay, he's not good. Have been waiting. Take this cube. So that we need to get to the 4th dungeon. So getting that early is just a little bit of a plus, really. Jared. I'm assuming it's a helmet. Okay. Flip-flop stuff. I guess because I can't duplicate the ribbon, I can't actually move it. Which, I mean, that's fair, but you know what? Whatever. The white mage having it makes the most sense because they're our healer. And we will hopefully find more ribbons. Also, I'm curious. I got a wizard staff. Whoops. Did I have any of those already? No. So maybe I can actually do something. Doesn't look like it. Oh well. Well, time to escape from this disaster of an area. I told myself when I committed to this mentally that I'm probably not going to be bending over backwards to fight some of the super bosses in these games. Mainly because I just immediately think of like Final Fantasy X and how much of a fucking grind it is to get your characters ready to do that. That's the main reason. So I mean, I might do it for some games like Final Fantasy VIII that your power is configured a different way with junctioning and all that. Or like Final Fantasy VII where I can do like sources and power my guys up that way. But something like 10 or 10-2 is probably off the table, because those are not very fun grinds. At least the remasters, I have a speed up button, but that only alleviates it somewhat. '13 and those games probably are also off the table because, I mean, they're less fun, let's put it like that. But like Final Fantasy V, like I will probably fight Omega. Because, I mean, yeah, it's a miserable fight, but it's mostly just because of RNG that it sucks. Nine is not fun either. But, again, Ozma is kind of just RNG. I really hate that when a fight in a game is just like, well, how lucky are you? Well, let's have the boss counterattack literally everything you do, so how lucky are you? Like, not very, I mean. We have dozens of VODs from League of Legends and Path of Exile to show that I am in fact not a lucky person. Yeah, some of the games that are spin-offs or like only vaguely a sequel, like the After Years, I'm probably not doing. Because the After Years is like, well, what if we just took Final Fantasy IV and just made it like episodic, kinda. You gotta do like 5 different like mini campaigns, and then it's just like, well, now you have all your characters in the last one. And the problem with that is some of the new characters that they added in it are just fucking terrible. Like, they're like Walmart brand regular characters. Don't get me wrong, some of these games I just want to skip entirely, like 2 and 3. I don't enjoy them. I mean, 3 is less bad, but it's still held back by its own gameplay mechanics. But 2 is an esoteric nightmare that I've played through the game like 4 times and I still have no idea what I'm doing as far as optimizing characters. So I'm looking for something in the northeastern continent, which is here, but it's some spot that I need the airship to land. Allegedly. Wait, no, I'm stupid. That's northwest. I was on the wrong side of the planet entirely. Okay, here. This is very clearly only accessible by airship. So yeah, that ferry that we bought just kind of frees itself. In the original, you have to let them go manually, but I guess they figured people would just forget. So it's automatic. Yeah, we are still not high enough level to buy any relevant magic. I assume the cat claws attack, like they get multiple hits in. I wish the game told me that. I wish the game had that kind of information for me. Not that I have to, like, figure it out. So let's see. Does this unlock anything? Power Sash. Lordly Robes. Okay, they can use the cat. Oh, the cat claws are a dagger, no wonder. So what does this actually do? Let's see. 47 intelligence, 20 stamina. Does this give them stats? Okay, where is it? Yes, it gives a lot of intelligence. Holy shit. I have to assume intelligence affects the white mage as well. I guess this is the even higher level magic. So you release the ferry, then you have to go all the way out here into the wilderness and hopefully not get player killed. And they get us Oxial, or Oxiel, how you actually pronounce that. So now I can go into the third dungeon, because we can now inexplicitly breathe underwater. don't remember what this place is. I'm assuming that thing in the desert is related to the fourth dungeon. So for now, I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, it is actually directly related to that. I wanted to check and make sure there is a key item in the Sunken Temple that I have to get. That's the main reason I don't like the place, is because on top of all the encounters and it being a maze-like area, there's a key item that I can just miss. Let's see, 786. I will equip the Cat Claws and actually see if you get, like, more attacks that would cause him to do more damage. Also, it says that enhances agility. How will his stats change? Stamina and luck didn't seem to change. I wasn't paying much attention to... So... our agility actually plummets. So, let's see. Before I commit to anything... how does that actually affect our damage? Or will that only affect turn order? No, it doesn't really do anything, so that's just a worse version of the Lust Dagger. It's a shame, but whatever. Alright, where's the inn? I want to rest before we go. In fact, I should have saved to be safe, but we can do that after. I just looked. Apparently, Warmech has a 1 in 100 chance of triggering. Which would explain why I've never found it in like 3 or 4 playthroughs, but... considering how unlucky I am in general, I feel like I should have found it and would have gotten promptly annihilated. Because you can only find it in a very specific area of the next dungeon. Not this one we're going to, the one where you get the last crystal. Which I guess is another reason, is because unless you're literally just camping this one area to look for it, it's kinda impossible to find. But yeah, I don't have anything up my sleeve like the Disc 1 Lionheart like I did last time I played Final Fantasy VIII. I'm really just looking to play through them and not get a disease doing so, but yeah, that shark doesn't look white to me. Its face does, but it's kind of purple. It doesn't help that this game I have like the least actual memories of. So like, yeah, I know that certain things are here, but I would not be able to remember the layout of this place to actually navigate it efficiently. So I guess the Lordly Robes have a regen, because I don't know what that healing was from. When you go, nice meme. Might as well give me nothing. That's another super boss, now that I think of it. When do we get to Final Fantasy 15, which is already going to be a slog on its own because of all the driving around and whatnot. I'm probably not fighting... what's it called? Omega in that, because that just sounds absolutely miserable. Because I remember when I fought Omega on my own time playing through Final Fantasy 15, I think it took me 3 hours, so that is not an investment that I really feel like making, if I'm being completely honest. Meg, am I going insane? Why can no one equip the survival vest? Oh, because it was never unequipped. That's bizarre. He cannot equip it. He can. But what does he lose in the process? I mean, his strength plummets, but his agility goes up, I think. Why can he not re-equip the Power Sash? Is that like monk only? I wouldn't be surprised at that point. So real quick. 2378. Might have been a black card. I don't remember at this point. No, it was the Power Sash. So yeah, agility goes down a lot in exchange for the strength, so I guess I can try it. Damage seems mostly the same. not mistaken, one of the mermaids gives us an item. Get out of my way, lady. How did they see someone go into the tower when they're, like, several fathoms below the ocean surface? Okay, I thought you had to talk to one of the mermaids. You get the Rosetta Stone from a chest. Works for me. So now all I have to do is get to the Kraken and beat his ass. I did momentarily have a flash in my head of, like, well, I said I would play the main series games, and technically 14 is a main series game, but, like, do I want to pay a subscription fee to Final Fantasy 14 just to go through the main story and then quit? Like, if I played it on my own time, then that would be one thing, but I don't play any MMOs currently. I've been thinking about getting back into one, but so we have to go down. Sea Troll. descending. This is the most convoluted of the dungeons, though, so... The Flying Fortress and Mirage Tower aren't really that miserable in comparison. Real quick, I want to look up something. I was hoping the wiki would tell me which floor I was actually looking for. Considering the Rosetta Stone we got on the 5th floor, allegedly, I assume the 2nd floor is where we find... What's his name? Kraken? Whatever. So we're gonna be wandering around for a little bit, I guess. I mean, as far as playing Final Fantasy 14, I might play it by ear. Like, if I suddenly get, like, an uptick in viewers, and I feel like that's something that is worth investing in, then maybe. But if this is just like, well, only the people that already watch my stream tune in, then I don't think there's much of a point. Because I don't have any, like, contacts that play it. At least ones that talk to me, so... It's not like I have anyone to, like, play the game with. And playing MMOs alone is kind of depressing. I will not be playing 11 though, because 11 is another MMO. And as far as I'm aware, the only people that play that game are the people who've played it since it came out. And I mean, hey, more power to you, I'm not judging, but... That would be entirely unfamiliar territory for me. I remember when the game first came out, me and my brother actually got it. We actually got the game, and we all ready to make an account and everything, and then it was like, we found out that you had to pay separately for additional characters. Like, each new character was like an additional fee on the subscription. And we just didn't, we just lost interest immediately. But that was when World of Warcraft was still actually a good game. So like 2008, maybe earlier. Get one step in a battle. That's where it came from, I think. Yeah, technically we could have gone to where Bahamut was first, but there's not really any point. He just says like, well, show me your courage, and then you have to go get the rat tail anyway. So we just kind of skipped a step in that process. I think I'm on the right track. Treading new ground. I'm trying to think. Which games actually have super bosses that aren't like new release editions? I think Final Fantasy V is the first one after this. Which is a little strange, because it's you go from 1 with Warmech and then straight to 5. And 2, 3, and 4, all their like super boss related stuff was added in new releases. 6 has the elemental dragons, but I mean, that's all stuff I would probably end up doing anyway, because a lot of that stuff actually gives you tangible rewards. And it's not just like, well, good job, buddy, here's a pat on the back. It's like, you actually get something for doing it. So I know in Final Fantasy VIII, for beating Omega Weapon, you get like a key item that is like it's like a diploma, kinda. That it's just like you can show your friends, I guess, like, hey, I did this thing. It's like, who cares? 7 at least has rewards that are given for fighting Emerald Weapon. I will probably play the remake Final Fantasy VIIs as well. I don't know if I'm gonna do both or just one or the other. I guess both. I guess I'll play through like the original, and then when I get to like the end of the games is when I'll do like the remake like that. Because I got Stranger of Paradise, the one where you go and kill Chaos. I got it strictly for the meme. I don't know anything about it other than the stupid fucking that meme that came out when the game first launched. I know nothing about it otherwise. I mean, it's apparently not bad, but the downloadable content for it was described to me as Diablo adjacent as far as the loot you get. And That's not inspiring, let's put it like that. One upside, at least, in this, we're going to be getting some of the worst of the games out of the way early with 2 and 3. And then we have 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 all back to back. And those are all bangers. And then there's 9, unfortunately. And then there's 10 too. The moment I realized that I was going to have to play 10 too, that song that plays in the fucking introduction has entered my head and is not coming out, and it's just filling me with dread. Final Fantasy 12, I don't know how I'm gonna handle that. Because, I mean, like, the super boss Yzumat isn't... Like, because you can automate Final Fantasy 12 to basically play itself, I guess I don't mind fighting them in that so much. But if I do the trial mode and go all the way to the end, that, I've never done that last fight, and it sounds diseased. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. But that's not for a while. I will have to do research though, because there's a lot I don't remember on how to actually, not break the game like this, but how to exploit the game mechanics to do what I want. Like power leveling and things like that. There's a lot I don't remember about some of these games. I used to have like an encyclopedic memory on stuff I was actually passionate about like this. And now it's like I have holes in my brain. Actual brain rot. Surely this is the right way. This is... Actually, I think it is. I think we're right outside the room with Kraken. I mean, I could be wrong. This place is a maze, after all. I mean, I think I'm on the right floor, but I need to find my way. At the very least, I'm soaking up a lot of XP and we're getting a lot of gil. Real quick. Giant gloves and diamond gloves are new. And I think the diamond armlet, so we might actually be able to make something. Deathbringer, interesting. Why are the knives different stats? Enhances intelligence. Yeah, when my mages actually can afford to stop using the Judgment Staff on cooldown, I will probably give them both one of those, just to max out their intelligence. The problem is, my mages need levels to unlock new spell slots. That's the big issue. Okay. We accidentally found our way to the Kraken. I should have probably healed first, but oh well. I say oh well, but I mean, like, there's technically a chance we get killed and have to do all this over. But never mind. He got rolled. He sprayed ink all over us and then got cremated. So I need an item that I don't have to get into the Mirage Tower. I have a feeling I know where it is, but I'm not 100% sure. There is a town that you need the Rosetta Stone for, because it translates what gibberish they'd be saying otherwise. And I believe there is where I get the item to enter the Mirage Tower. And then after the Mirage Tower and the Flying Fortress, it's the end of the game, so... Very realistic chance that I finish today. Yeah, unfortunately, all the ways I know of that you can break Final Fantasy II, like for your own benefit, unfortunately, they don't work in the newer versions of the game. They were all fixed. Because the one that I can immediately think of, because in Final Fantasy II, the way your stat growth worked was by actively doing things. Like, so if you do basic attacks, your strength will go up, and if you take damage, your health will go up. Unfortunately, that means that you have to create, like, dedicated characters, like, this is my mage, and this is our warrior, and blah blah blah. And how it used to work was you could cancel the command, and it would still count. So you could set up like 20 different commands, and the game would count as if you attacked 20 times, for example. I thought there was another magic shop here. Maybe it was another town that I'm getting confused. Oh well. The more I think about it, the more deranged I feel going into games like Final Fantasy X. Because don't get me wrong, I love Final Fantasy X, but like, end-game progression for your characters becomes very degenerate because you have to like customize items in order to do things. Like if you want something, if you want a piece of armor with ribbon on it, you have to basically craft it like, not like it's Diablo, because that's like kind of like room temperature IQ to say, but for like, it involves like stealing items and bribing items, and it becomes frustrating. Can I afford the stuff here? I can. Well, that's also level 7, well, that explains it. Can I get the level 8 item, the level 8 spells? So she actually has spells to use now. Unfortunately, Diaja, or however you would pronounce that, only works on undead. But she can at least function as a healer now. What about this? Can I get the level 8 spells? No, that's depressing. Because having Holy would be very nice. Let's see, can I find out what level I have to be for... to unlock magic level 8? Level 39, oh, god damn it. That means I'm gonna have to come back here. At least it's not all that far, but it's probably gonna be until, unless I stop to power level, it's probably gonna take completing the Flying Fortress. I guess this is another thing I have to park like 500 miles away and walk. Looks like it. I'm coping, and we're gonna see if there's any place I can get that's closer than the other side of the continent. but it doesn't look like it. It's not very inspiring. And I can't land like there. Of course not. Oh. Got a hike ahead of us. In the original, the level cap was actually level 50. So I assumed the magic level would be relatively easy to obtain. So 39 isn't all that surprising with that in mind. The level cap was raised to 99 in recent games. Like this. But I'm not grinding to 99. That would take an eternity. If I was playing off stream, it wouldn't be bad, but for the older games, I'm going to try and avoid playing off stream. For stuff like Final Fantasy 7 or 8 that it's like, well, I have to do Chocobo racing, or I have to do Triple Triad, that I'll probably do off stream. But I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Please tell me that I don't have to bring the Rosetta Stone to someone. Because I should be able to understand these creatures. Alright, let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, I had to go somewhere else. Fuck me. I had to go to that doctor, or whatever his name is, in Melmond. Anytime now. You'll move eventually. So we did all that walking for nothing. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, if I wanted to be really unhinged, I could do like a max level run of Final Fantasy VIII. But literally all that accomplishes is just making everything take longer, because the enemies scale with your level. That's really all that a level 99 run would accomplish, is just make it take like twice as long. I guess that's part why I get confused when people like talk shit about Final Fantasy VIII, because like all the complaints are just like, they're actually kind of just skill issue. Like, not understanding the junction system, it's like, okay, but like you can literally just mix and match until you see what magic you have gives you the most benefit to junction in that slot. And I believe there's a wiki page that actually filters for you, so you can just like click on buttons for like, well, I want to see what gives the most strain. So it will show you. And you can either just run with it, or you can make a list of like, well, this is the top 3 for each stat. Strength tonic? Temporarily raises attack, okay. It's not permanent. So where's Melmon? Other side of the planet. I think it's here. Yes. We killed the Fiend of Earth that was causing everything to turn to shit, and it still looks filthy. Just like that, we learn how to speak a foreign language in a total of like 45 seconds. Get ready to learn Lufanian, buddy. That's not the right place. All the stuff we got, like the warp cube and actually I think just the warp cube is basically just for accessing the last real dungeon. So I mean, the final version of the Chaos Shrine is technically a dungeon, but it's kind of straightforward. classic. The Sky People. I remember the NPCs over here. You obtained the chime. Ring-a-ding-ding, baby. It's time to waddle my ass back to the airship. Ambushed by a dinosaur. There's the tower. I can't land on the desert, can I? It doesn't really make sense, but whatever. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense that it could sink into the sand, but... forgot about this. Max HP by 10. I mean, that seems puny, but to be fair, this is Final Fantasy 1, and your health reaching 900 is considered a lot, so I guess it's more reasonable. If I remember correctly, you have to marathon the Mirage Tower and Flying Fortress, which isn't that bad, but if I do run into Wormek and we get annihilated, then I have to do all of that over. It shouldn't happen, but I have to entertain the possibility that it can. I mean, Wormek is... Numerically, Wormek isn't that bad. I think it only has like 2,000 health or something on those lines. It has about as much stats as the last boss. It's just like, well, here's this random encounter that's a super hard enemy. Yeah, it unironically just has 2,000 health. So, assuming we outspeed it, it should die in one turn. But that's not accounting for whatever its defense might actually be. I randomly caught a glimpse of the AI script. Apparently it had a chance to flee. A low chance, like single digit, but that would be my luck that I finally find it and then it just runs away. It says no one leaves, basically. If I remember correctly, there's one floor that's kind of maze-like, but I could be mistaking it with something else. A razor? Like a razor Naga? Is Swifty gonna show up and take my pinky as tribute? see that real quick. I assume it's a dagger. Now it's technically a sword. Saber that casts Scourge when used. Again, Aegis Shield. If I wanted to be very cheesy, I could give Aegis Shields to everyone, because they can apparently block with a staff. But my guys already take like 1 damage from anything that isn't magic, so I don't think it's that big a deal. Wait, what? I thought that was gonna bring me to a new floor. Warmech can be encountered exclusively on the bridge leading to Tiamat. So it's a very specific area that I can find it. It's not like it can just show up at any point in the Flying Fortress. If I wasn't breaking the game, I would be more concerned about finding Warmech, but as it stands, I would probably have to get extremely unlucky to get wiped at Warmech, if that fight does happen. Because it has one attack that's dangerous, but I'm not sure if it's single target or if it hits everyone. Considering it was called Nuke in the original version of the game, I have to assume it hits everyone. But that doesn't mean much. Earth Medusa, as opposed to a regular one. I'm assuming north is where we go to the next floor, so what's on the right side? Considering the encounter rate, it might not end up being that I finish the game today. I mean, maybe I'll have to stream a little later than normal, because, I mean, there's like a half hour left that I would normally be going for, and with the rate we're going, it's probably gonna take a half hour just to go through this place. All these fucking encounters. I mean, that would be good for a red mage, I guess. Technically, I could use it on one of the mages just for intelligence, but like, if I can make the staff that gives them intelligence, then what difference does it make? So I would have to assume the staff just gives more intelligence. I doubt they would get the same amount as a flat paleo. My interest in exploring is waning rapidly, so let's just get through this. What's this guy have to say? Fascinating. Alright, so there are 5 floors. Wanted to check that. Thankfully, the Judgment Staff has a long enough cast time that I'm able to look at things without losing too much time. Like, how do you get ambushed by golems? Surely they move at like 2 miles per hour at max. cloak is an item. No, it's a shield of all things. Makes evasion go down, but defense goes up. Excalibur has half the damage, half the attack stat of the Barbarian Sword. Interesting. Fairly certain that teleporter was the one that we took to get here. Yeah, there's the thing. Found down accident. Oh god. Alright, I was hoping this wasn't going to happen, but this is the maze I was talking about. So let me just save time and look. So for Lunka, it's up 2 over 2. So if I remember correctly, it's not technically a maze because it's not like there are twists and turns, but I believe the area loops infinitely, so you can just get lost. last floor. Oh god. We actually found it. I mean, it should get one shot. Well, it should die next turn. So depending on how hard the Judgment Staff hits, we could have probably killed it in this one turn. Yeah, we probably could have. It regens. Interesting. I was hoping we'd see how hard my knife would hit, but oh well. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't take a turn, but you know what? We take those. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that was so easy. I don't know why it didn't use its turn. That didn't make any sense to me. Actually, no, we got preemptive strike. I think that's why. So, unironically, we just got lucky. And Warmech gave us about 5 times the XP. Maybe even 6 times as Tiamat. Unironically, if I had the patience, I could level grind here off Warmech if we could consistently get it. I think Warmech actually gives the most XP in the game. Yeah, 20 minutes to finish the game. Can we do it? Probably. What level are we now? 39. Just high enough level to get the level 8 spells. Convenient. So we'll fly to Gaia, I think it was? Get the spells and then go to the Chaos Shrine and turn Chaos inside out. That's all useless. Holy is insane. I mean, that actually gives her an offensive spell. So let's see. Because we can cast Flare from the Judgment Staff. Let's see. Flare is gotten in Lufenia. What? I mean, I'm not going back to Lufenia. That's just not happening. There's apparently a shop. You can get full life and flare. I mean, if I knew that, I would have considered getting it, but, like... I'm not backtracking all the way there. If I was already the magic level when we went there, then maybe, but I am not backtracking just for that. So, where am I going? Center of the planet. Give or take. Change their formation. I'm pretty sure I don't need anything else. We can just go and end the game. Yeah. Because they open up a new path. Because I'm pretty sure. Because, I mean, there's... No? I guess that's something else? So yeah, the overarching plot of this game is... we kill Garland here, and then he gets sent back in time by the Four Fiends to become Chaos, and his end game is basically to trap the Light Warriors in a fucking loop where he can just like kill them until the end of time. It doesn't make that much sense to me, but I mean, granted, this game came out eons ago, for being technical. Don't I have Holy? Oh, it's down here. I am curious to see how hard Holy will hit. About as hard as Flare. A little underwhelming, but oh well. I mean, it's an AoE, so I guess it has to be balanced. With that in mind. thought there was something in here. Apparently not. Guessing there's another stairway. How much SP is this even? Is this worth fighting? Yeah, not really. Yeah, the plot doesn't really make a whole lot of sense in this game. Garland dies, gets sent 2,000 years in the past, where he then sends the Four Fiends 2,000 years in the future. It's a little convoluted. It's like Dark Souls lore. It just doesn't really make sense. I will know I'm going on the right track when I start getting forced encounters against the Elemental Archfiends. That's the last real trick this game has to throw at us, is later in here, we start fighting the Elemental Archfiends again, but they're like tile encounters, which means you could technically farm them if you wanted to, but why would I do that? I should keep my guys healthier, though. All it takes is one ambush by those white dragons, and then they all use Ice Storm, and the party's dead. I mean, the odds of that happening are low, but Possible odds are my specialty. Just unfortunately not in terms of winning, it's typically in the other direction. I think this is where I started. Nice ambush. Like, I'm begging you, game. Ease up on the random encounters so I can finish this before it's like 8 o'clock at night. One thing I'm considering, because I said, so I mentioned before, I'm probably not going to do any like wacky challenge runs. I might do a 4-job fiesta in Final Fantasy V. That might be something I curate ahead of time and decide like if it's going to be too diseased. Because like if I roll some like unhinged shit and it's like unplayable, then I'm probably not going to do it. Because I know that's just asking to get, like, Barbarian and, like, 3 other shit jobs. I'm completely confused now with where we are. God damn it. is here, I think. Death Eye. Just looks like one of the evil eyes, but it was blazing. 1 XP, nice meme. Yeah, the loot we got at the very beginning of the game is saved for this moment. Yeah, my guys will get their turn eventually. Pretty sure the stairs is over in this corner. So far, the dragons are the only thing that's actually been dangerous to us. trying to make sense of this map. Alright. On the right track. All that for 500 XP. I don't know I did that. Considering these bosses aren't just crumbling, I'll start using Temper. I don't know if I have haste, because I know there was a large space where I was just not learning any spells because we were intentionally under-leveled for a job upgrade. So let's see. Doesn't look like I have it, which is tragic, but oh well. Okay. If I'm understanding the map correctly, I have to go this way. If the encounter rate wasn't so, like, miserably high, I would probably just be YOLOing it, but I don't feel like spending the next 2 hours in the final dungeon. It's... Wait a minute. Okay, I understand. Both of the paths would have taken us to the same location. I was looking at the map wrong. We return to getting into one encounter every 3 steps. At least the wizard got his turn before literally the entire enemy team. Have to use an ether on our white wizard soon. Darn it. Alright, let's see. This seems straightforward. Almost there. intelligent thing would have to go back and get spells, but I was kind of in a rush. We would have benefited immensely from Hastica. Considering the ninja now hits like a noodle for some reason, we would have benefited a lot from having extra hits per turn. Should be the last floor. If not mistaken, I just have to enter this thing right here. Okay, there's Garland. Very not dead. Yeah, the four fiends save Garland's life by sending him back through time, where he then sends the four fiends forward in time. And then they'll use the it's like an infinite loop. Like, there is really no endgame. In 2,000 years, I'll remember none of this. Yeah, well. Then he just kind of turns into Satan. Oh, he has haste. Why is haste a black magic? That doesn't make any sense. Oh god, he hits like a noodle. I guess the white mage is on full-time healer duty. If the ninja survives long enough, then I'll start putting buffs on them, but the knight is our main source of damage for right now. They already get a lot of hits in, so I think Temper is better in this regard. Oh, nice. Oh, missed. That's very lucky. I thought our haste would have just been undone instantly. Blaze it. I mean, Would lowering his evasion do anything? I like how that tripled his damage, just putting haste on. How hard are we gonna hit now? That's substantial. And he can heal himself. Nice meme. Oh, wow. Fuck you. This dick. Like, yeah, just heal it for 10,000 real quick. Like, guess I'll have her. Stay on support. I mean, he hits kind of okay, but... his damage is more of a suggestion than anything else. I have to hope, like, I kind of have to hope that he either does a physical attack on my knight, or heals himself. Because someone is going to be getting put in the ground otherwise. Okay, good. Where's that dry ether? Probably all the way at the bottom, yeah. So dry. Haste, I mean, that only affects his physical attacks, so it's not that traumatic. XD. Alright, he only healed himself once, so that's acceptable, I guess. Years ago, I did a solo ninja run, and it was easy until I got to Chaos, and then he was just healing himself constantly. I don't remember how long it took me, but it was not a pleasant experience. The time loop was severed at last. It's implied that the Warriors of Light were doing this shit for, like, an eternity before they eventually won. Which is... that's, something, I guess. I wouldn't say that's a good job if it took them, like, 5,000 attempts. Yeah, fire, water, air, and earth. Fucking crystals, how do they work? mere trick of fate. What does that mean? Yeah, all that is now past, because this is the Final Fantasy. It kind of implies that by doing all this, we save Garland from himself as well. I actually forgot about that detail. Yeah, then it's just like, everyone just kind of forgot. Like, no one remembers. I mean, it makes sense. You cause a time paradox, but... it's a mystery. Like, I don't know. I feel as though we don't need, like, a synopsis of the entire plot dumped on us in the credits. Breaking of the chain of means it never existed. Like, it's all over the place. maybe the real crystals were the friends we made along the way. It was you, chat. You guys went back in time. I was controlling you all along. Alright. So that's Final Fantasy 1. I'll be honest, I wasn't 100% if we were going to be finishing it today. So, that's it for me for today. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys that views, hosts, follows, everything. You guys are awesome. I gotta get Final Fantasy 2 set up, and I have to do a deep dive and actually figure out how the game fucking works, because I'd like it to be as painless as possible, but I know better. So, until then, hope you guys